Have you ever wondered why you do the things you do? Why some tasks feel effortless while others feel like an uphill battle? The answer lies within the depths of your mind, in a realm known as the subconscious. The subconscious mind is like a silent controller, operating behind the scenes of our awareness. It's a reservoir of thoughts, beliefs, and experiences that shape our perceptions and guide our actions. While we go about our day making conscious decisions, our subconscious mind is hard at work, influencing our every move. From the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep, our subconscious mind is calling the shots. It dictates how we react to stress, how we interact with others, and even how we perceive ourselves. It's the driving force behind our habits, both good and bad. Understanding the power of the subconscious is like unlocking a hidden potential within ourselves. By tapping into this power, we can reprogram our minds, break free from negative patterns, and create lasting positive change. Our brains are wired for efficiency. They constantly seek ways to conserve energy and automate tasks. This is where habits come in. Habits are like mental shortcuts, ingrained patterns of behavior that allow us to perform actions without conscious thought. Imagine driving to work. You may not consciously think about every turn or every press of the pedal. That's because your subconscious mind has taken over, guiding you on autopilot. This frees up your conscious mind to focus on other things like planning your day or enjoying the scenery. While habits can be incredibly helpful, they can also be detrimental. Bad habits like procrastination or overeating can sabotage our goals and hold us back from living our best lives. The key is to understand how habits are formed so we can break free from the negative ones and cultivate positive ones. By understanding the mechanics of habit formation, we can take control of our subconscious mind and start building the life we want, one small habit at a time. Our habits are not formed overnight. They are the result of consistent repetition and reinforcement. Every time we perform an action, a neural pathway is activated in our brain. The more we repeat that action, the stronger that pathway becomes. Think of it like walking through a field of tall grass. The first time you walk through, it's difficult and time-consuming, but as you walk the same path over and over again, the grass gets trampled down, creating a clear and effortless pathway. The same principle applies to habit formation. The more we repeat a behavior, the more ingrained it becomes in our subconscious mind. This is why consistency is key when trying to build a new habit. The more consistent we are, the faster the habit will stick, whether it's exercising every morning, meditating before bed, or simply remembering to drink enough water. Repetition is the key to making it automatic. Our brains are incredibly complex organs consisting of billions of neurons interconnected by synapses. These connections are constantly changing and adapting based on our experiences, a concept known as neuroplasticity. When we repeat a behavior, the synapses between the neurons involved in that behavior strengthen. This creates a neural pathway, a sort of mental shortcut that allows the signal to travel more efficiently. The more we use that pathway, the stronger and more ingrained it becomes. This is why it's so difficult to break bad habits. The neural pathways associated with those habits have been reinforced over time, making it our brain's default mode of operation. However, with conscious effort and repetition, we can weaken those old pathways and create new ones. By understanding how neural pathways work, we can harness the power of neuroplasticity to rewire our brains and create lasting positive change. Section 5. The reward system, the brain's craving for pleasure. At the heart of habit formation lies the reward system, a complex network in our brain that drives motivation and pleasure. When we engage in activities that our brain perceives as rewarding, such as eating tasty food or receiving social validation, dopamine is released, creating a feeling of pleasure. This feeling of pleasure acts as a positive reinforcement, making us more likely to repeat the behavior in the future. Our brains are wired to seek out pleasure and avoid pain, so we naturally gravitate towards activities that trigger the release of dopamine. This is why habits can be so addictive, whether it's the rush of checking social media, the comfort of eating junk food, or the escape of watching too much television. These activities trigger the release of dopamine, reinforcing the habit loop. By understanding how the reward system works, we can use it to our advantage. We can consciously choose to engage in activities that are both pleasurable and beneficial to our well-being, creating a positive feedback loop that reinforces healthy habits. Section 6. Breaking free. Recognizing the power of your subconscious. The first step to mastering habit formation is recognizing the influence of your subconscious mind. It's easy to feel like we're at the mercy of our habits, but the truth is, we have the power to change them. Start by becoming aware of your habits. What are the automatic behaviors you engage in throughout the day? Are they aligned with your goals and values, or are they holding you back? Once you've identified your habits, you can start to understand the triggers that set them in motion. Every habit has a trigger, a cue that tells your brain to go into autopilot mode. It could be a specific time of day, a particular location, or even an emotional state. By identifying your triggers, you can start to anticipate your habits and make conscious choices about how you respond. Remember, you are not your habits. Your subconscious mind is a powerful tool, but it's up to you to decide how you want to use it. Section 7. Rewiring the system from autopilot to conscious control. Changing ingrained habits can be challenging, but it's not impossible. The key is to approach it with a combination of awareness, intention, and repetition. It's about rewiring the neural pathways in your brain, replacing old unhelpful habits with new positive ones. Start by setting realistic goals. Trying to change too many habits at once can be overwhelming and lead to setbacks. Instead, focus on one or two habits at a time and break them down into small, manageable steps. Replace the old habit with a new one. If you're trying to break the habit of snacking on junk food, for example, replace it with a healthier alternative, like a piece of fruit or a handful of nuts. Make it easy for yourself to succeed by preparing healthy snacks in advance and keeping them within reach. Be patient and persistent. It takes time and effort to rewire your brain and create lasting change. Don't get discouraged if you slip up occasionally. It's all part of the process. The important thing is to keep going and celebrate your progress along the way. Section 8. Small changes, big impact. The power of atomic habits. The concept of atomic habits, popularized by author James Clear, emphasizes the power of small, incremental changes over time. Just as atoms are the building blocks of matter, atomic habits are the building blocks of remarkable results. The idea is to focus on making small, 1% improvements in your habits each day. These small changes may seem insignificant at first, but over time they compound into remarkable results. It's like adding a penny to a jar every day. It may not seem like much at first, but over time those pennies add up to a significant amount. For example, if you want to start exercising regularly, don't try to go from 0 to 60 in a week. Start by committing to just 5 minutes of exercise each day. Once that becomes a habit, gradually increase the duration and intensity of your workouts. Remember, success is not about giant leaps, but about consistent small steps in the right direction. Section 9. Mastering your mind. A journey of self-discovery. Unlocking the power of your subconscious mind is not a destination, but a journey of self-discovery. It's about understanding the forces that shape your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors, and then using that knowledge to create the life you want. It's about recognizing that you are not defined by your past mistakes or your current circumstances. You have the power to change your story, one habit at a time. By harnessing the power of your subconscious mind, you can break free from limiting beliefs, overcome self-doubt, and achieve your full potential. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that first step today by becoming aware of your habits and committing to making small, positive changes. Your future self will thank you.